So has your opinion softened on Canada since last we spoke?
Yes and no.
Because mine certainly hasn't.
Well, so here's the thing with, we did a whole,
Is this a screw cap?
yeah, it's a screw cap. We did a whole thing about rye whiskey.
Canadian whiskey.
I think we talked a little bit about Canadian whiskey, and here's the thing with Canadian whiskeys. Like, so typically they're going to be rye whiskeys, right? Because that's what grows up there.
Correct. It's a very harsh environment. Rye does very well.
Yeah, it grows well in Canada. So, your Crown Royals, things like that. Most people's opinion of rye whiskey of Canadian whiskey, it's just not very good.
Most people don't like rye whiskey in general because it's a different flavor profile.
Yeah, it's different for sure, and you get a whole different flavor profile.
You certainly won't describe rye whiskey as smooth, which is about the extent of someone's like your average everyday guy's opinion on whiskey. If it's smooth, it's good. If it's not, it's bad.
Right. So this bottle had my interest peaked years ago when I worked at the store.
And
so
this one's called Alberta Premium.
Alberta Premium. They're a really big distillery up in Canada, and I was interested to try it for two reasons. One, it's 100% rye whiskey. Number one.
Hard to come by because not a lot of Canadian whiskey specify that it's 100%.
Right. They may call it rye, but there's a ton of corn and everything else in it. So this is 100% rye grown in I think it's the prairie up in Canada somewhere. So
it's cask strength.
And it's cask strength, right? So now here's the issue with this. So when I saw this when I worked at said store,
that shall remain unmentioned.
That shall remain unmentioned. It always piqued my interest. Obviously, like I said, 100% rye at cask strength, and this is 63.5%. So that's 127 proof, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was always interested in trying it, but for the price tag at $75, I was hesitant, and I never bought it.
$75.
That's a lot.
And there's no age statements.
Right. Now, from what I've learned about this product, so there's no age statement on the bottle, but from all the literature, it's aged a minimum of 5 years.
That's
which
nice.
now you have to remember in Canada, because of the climate, that's still a little young.
Mm-hmm.
When you're talking
it'd be like
what we do down here.
It'd be like if you had 5-year-old Scotch, unless it's
True.
Ardbeg Wee Beastie, it's going to be pretty light because it's cold.
Correct. But so everything that goes into this, these aren't. I don't believe these are single barrels. It doesn't say.
It doesn't specify.
So it's a blend. They just come out with different proofs. But yeah, at $75, I never pulled the trigger. Now, what was interesting is, where the heck were we at? We were at Twin Liquors down here.
Yeah,
That's where we got it.
And we were at Twin Liquors on University in Rock.
Right. So what's happening with a lot of these bottles, especially with the higher price tags, is they've been sitting for so long that if you get lucky, kind of like we did with that holiday toast, the Lucky 7.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes stores are like, we need to get this shit out of here.
We're putting this up like, get it out of our store now.
Just
right?
get it out, right.
Which I believe for the Twin Liquors, the price was, what was
40.
it? 40?
Yeah.
Much more reasonable. You're willing to take a risk for $40.
Correct. So $40, I'll try almost anything if it looks decent. So
it smells decent.
yeah, when I had a little bit of this the other day. Yep, and it still smells the same. It's to me it's like Lemon Pledge. Like if you've ever smelled Lemon Pledge.
Good note.
Lemon Pledge, a little bit of like black pepper, like that spiciness.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing I found was interesting is there's like a little eucalyptus in there.
I could see
So
that.
so when I was a kid growing up in San Diego, we'd go to Balboa Park, and they have eucalyptus trees everywhere.
Still have those.
Right. And so when you drive in with the windows down, the first thing that you smell is eucalyptus. So to get it on a rye whiskey, I don't get it a lot, but when I do, it's super fun.
I wonder if that's because of the climate and it also being 100% rye whiskey.
Probably a little bit of both, to be honest with you.
It's very pretty on the nose.
Yeah, I mean, we're drinking Canadian whiskey.
Yeah.
And so normally I just take that shit and throw it out. I don't even want to drink it.
Don't even look at me.
No, I don't even want to drink it, right? So at $40, I was like, let's give it a shot. And so let's Let's go on the taste, and I think you'll find that everything on the nose kind of transfers over to the palate.
It's very straightforward. That's good. That's really nice. That's really nice.
I mean, full disclosure, we were just out back.
We were just out back smoking cigars. I was drinking 80 proof whiskey. You were drinking.
I was drinking Old Forester. So to come in and do a video at something that's 127 proof, and that's a rye, 100% rye. It's a spicy gal.
That's not the kind of girl you can stick your tongue down. She'll bite it off.
Right, but the point that I thought about this when I had it, last week, the first pour.
Yeah.
I'm like, Canadian whiskey could be really good.
Yeah, if it was more like this.
And it can be,
yeah.
Right? Now, like you mentioned at the beginning, I mean, it's got a fucking screw top.
And they were asking $75.
$75. Now, I get the product inside is,
and
after
also,
we've had it, is good.
Full disclosure, the screw top, I mean, it
doesn't matter.
As long as the cap doesn't strip, it's a fine enough method.
But
the cork's nice.
I think their problem with their marketing game is you put a screw top on something and you're going to charge $75. Like
that. Fact of the matter is,
that's just
you can't.
It doesn't work well, and Canadian whiskey already has that sort of that stigma around.
Well, it's like the stigma that American whiskey or American bourbon had for a long time, where it's cheap.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and most people's experience with Canadian,
it's similar to a lot of gentlemen's only experience with American whiskey or Tennessee whiskey, especially. It's a bad night with Mr. Jack Daniels, and then write the whole thing off. Or
Dickel or whatever, and you're like, oh, and then you just write off the whole
expression,
the whole thing. And yeah, this is actually,
it's quite nice.
Now, here's a question I asked myself, right?
A dangerous pastime.
The other day, and I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
Is it $75 good?
No.
Or is it $40, $50 good?
I pay 40.
So that's my thought. I think they just came in they missed the mark, right? Because with Canadian, now, unless it's like that Rare Perfection that we did.
Yeah.
We did a video on that, right?
We did.
Yeah. That's Canadian that's aged in America.
Mm-hmm. So,
and they demand a lot of money. That's like a $150 bottle.
Mm-hmm. But the bottle looks premium.
Correct.
The juice is special, etc. There's a lot going into that experience. Whereas,
this just
when you start getting into $75, especially for me, like for you start going into age statement bourbons.
Here's a fun one.
Huh?
Here's a fun one.
Oh, Stag.
Retail.
Yeah.
When I bought it, $60.
That was $60.
That's $75. Out of the two, which would you buy?
I don't know. It's really.
Of course you'd buy this, right?
Obviously, my head also goes to Scotch. And Scotch is expensive here because it has to get shipped across an ocean. But you start getting to $75, I could get a bottle of Lefroy quarter cask just for fun.
Yep.
I can get. I mean, when you start getting up to 75, it's like paying additional 15, 20. Start getting cash strength.
Correct.
Scotch.
Yeah.
I'd rather invest in that than
admittedly
good cash strength rye whiskey.
Yeah. This, I mean, I'll say this because I said it the other day when I had it. This is actually really enjoyable.
This is delightful.
And here's the thing: if this is just around here. We found it. They had 3 bottles, and
they're trying to get
they're just getting
off
rid
the
of
shelf,
right? Yeah. But if you can find it on sale, I thought this the other day. This would make a phenomenal old fashioned. Because of the proof.
Yeah, we've discussed that before.
Because of all the spiciness, that would pair really well with bitters and the simple syrup. Man, it'd be so good.
Mm-hmm.
But just neat on its own,
it's delightful. I described the nose as very pretty. It's also very pretty on the palate once you get past the proof.
Yeah, because it's a proofy gal for sure.
It is, but once you get used to that.
But once you get acclimated. Yeah. Oh, sorry, my phone's making more noise. Sir. That's my bad, dude.
And it's a spam call.
Yeah, it's a spam call, too. That's the worst. No, this smells it's sugary. It's lemon pledge, eucalyptus,
I like the
peppery.
lemon pledge note. The lemon pledge note is nice.
Yeah, because it's not like a lemon,
Definitely.
like a lemon tart or lemon cream pie or something. It's almost that
It's
artificial lemony smell. Yeah.
It's like a lemon candy.
Mm-hmm.
Like what are those called? Lemon heads.
Lemon heads.
But no, this is actually
It's really good.
This is, like Eric Clapton. What's it called? Layla, the original version of Layla. How that's the best 3-minute and 50-second song that goes on.
That goes on for 7 minutes. Yeah.
That's like this. This is the best. This is a very good. I would go so far as to say it's the best. This is a very good $35, $40, $45 bottle of rye whiskey that they asked $75 for.
Yeah, I would go one step further. I would say this is, if this was 40 to 50 on the shelf, and you like rye whiskey,
Yeah, and you're all about it.
Canadian or not, right? To me, if you like rye whiskey, if this was 40 to 50, I'd tell everybody.
Yeah, go buy it.
But $40 to $50, and not that $40 to $50 isn't a lot,
But once you get into rye whiskey,
in the scheme of things,
rye
right?
whiskey is more expensive.
Right.
And if you're not going to chug it, if you're going to enjoy this, make it last. That's a
Sure.
good price for a bottle.
And this stuff has been on the shelf for years.
How many years? Thanks, it's about
Well, I worked up there for
2
2 years, and it was on the shelf before I got there.
and it wasn't moving.
Nobody bought one. The only person that was interested was me, but even with an employee discount, I was like, it
Not
was
gonna buy it.
$70 because it's at the end of the day, it's Canadian whiskey.
How much was that employee discount at that shop you worked at?
I don't know. We got stuff at the case price basically.
So what, like 10% off?
Maybe.
I might have a better employee discount than you.
Your employee discount's awesome. But getting back to this one, here's what I'd say: if you can find this stuff on sale, and you like rye whiskey, I mean, I might go to Twin Liquor
Maybe buy the
and
other
see
one.
if they have the other one, because it's really good. At $40-$50, it's awesome.
Yeah, this would be a nice one to break up like when you're feeling a rye whiskey. This could be a good staple if it was $40 to $50 regularly.
But at 75, now I understand why. I mean, I understand why they sit. Right? I understood it back then.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to shell out $75 for a quote unquote, it's Canadian.
Even though it has a cool box and it's called Alberta Premium.
Yeah, the sad thing is the box is cooler than the dadgum bottle.
The bottle doesn't inspire confidence.
The sticker looks like something you just made on your computer and we just slapped on it, and you're like, I'm not trying very hard.
It looks like I phoned it in.
Right. It's like, let's just do the most generic shit we can do, and we'll just put it on there. When the box looks cool, so the presentation from the box is that's fine. The bottle itself, the screw top, like,
Come on.
guys, it's not $75. I mean, if they priced it at 50 and somebody had it and could explain to people what they're going to get into, then I think they would have sold a lot more of them.
I'd still substitute the screw cap for an artificial cork at least.
So they're cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't cost very much.
Nah, it just looks nicer.
Yeah. So
Good bottle.
To close.
In closing.
In closing.
In conclusion.
It's a good bottle of whiskey.
It's a good bottle of whiskey. Better marketing. Needs better marketing. I like that this is a showcase of what Canadian whiskey can be.
Can be.
If anyone is in Canada and listens to this ridiculous show, more like this, please. Not Crown Royal. What is it? Blackberry.
Oh, that bullshit peach we got. Gross.
I'm gonna make my boy drink that when he comes to visit in 2 weeks.
That's his punishment. Yeah. No, this stuff's good, dude. I'm happy we got it. Like I said, I think for me, just like with the Lucky 7 that we've talked about before, it just, you're coming in at such a high price point.
You've got to put in the legwork for the packaging if you're going to come in at a
Well,
high
that,
price point.
and once again, like I said, it's Canadian whiskey.
On no age statements.
Correct. It doesn't have a good reputation in the
doesn't have-
States anyway.
Yeah, you don't have the prestige. Like
Right.
Scotch, not only are you charging for the importation cost, but Scotch.
You know what you're getting. If you're paying $100 for a bottle of
Ardbeg Ugadal.
for the Ugdal, I don't give a shit that there's not an age statement on there. I know what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Right. This, when you're trying to get people to get into your stuff, is just when you put that price too high, there's, especially like I've said for the last couple of years, in this economy where people just don't have,
You have to be a little more humble.
you have to be a little more frugal with your money. And if you see something interesting like this and you're like,
I mean, from the distillery.
Sure.
The distillery has to be more
yeah,
humble.
from a customer standpoint, I mean, I looked at that bottle for, it's been 2.5 years and I never bought it.
Because it wasn't worth something.
Even with the employee discount, I'm like, I'm not doing it. But then when our friends down the way dropped it to 40, I'm like, shit, I'll buy anything for $40. Right?
Smart.
And then come to find out, it's actually really good.